So welcome everyone to this Taurus full moon celebration. This is being touted as the most powerful, potent whippersnappers, Kathy says, the most powerful, potent full moon in the 2020s. So get ready for change. All I have to say. Let's call in sacred space. Let's all take a big deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're just going to drop those grounding cords, send our roots down, down, down into the earth. And then inhale, draw that earth energy up, up, up through our bodies. Send it up and out through the top of the head. Connect with the heart of the divine above us. And then inhaling, drawing that cosmic energy down through our bodies, sending it all the way down into the earth, activating the as above, so below flow. Then connecting with that flow, breathing in and breathing out, activate the as within, so without. As the universe, so the soul. Moving to the north, we welcome Mother Earth. We give such great thanks to be here in a physical body. We give such great thanks for this beautiful planet that we live upon, the solid ground beneath our feet. And in this Taurus full moon, we're going to enjoy that. Moving to the south, we welcome water. We welcome clear, clean, current emotion. We welcome love, joy, flow, and abundance. Moving to the west, we welcome air, the ability to create with our mind, with our thoughts, with our words. We welcome the invisible realm. We welcome all of our guides, angels, allies, and helpers. Moving to the east, welcome fire, movement, passion, divine right action. Moving to the center, we welcome our divine feminine and our divine masculine in sacred right relationship. We call that beautiful energy down through our bodies, and we call up Mama Gaia to pull and magnetize that energy through us. And we welcome our own sweet, extraordinary souls into the circle. Yes, that all of these energies be with us, pray with us, and dance with us for our mutual benefit. I hope. All right, here we go. Can y'all hear that? Welcome, everyone. Um, this is a very auspicious day, the day before a very auspicious day. So take a minute and just feel into your body for a minute. Take a breath, loosen your neck, drop your shoulders. Maybe place a hand on your heart and just let yourself settle and feel what your body's telling you. Feel what's happening around you. I'm a Taurus Venus. I love Taurus. And so, um, even though there's a lot of folks out there screaming, beware, beware, this is the most potent time that we can actually make change on a physical level. And all of the planets are supporting that. And we're going to look at all of that. So, I want to encourage all of you to really begin to be conscious of the thoughts, the emotions, everything that you're holding in your body, and do your best to shift it to what you desire. Not just what you desire personally, but what you have from the time you were a little bitty kid, what you have desired for this planet. Because now is our moment. Even though change can feel scary, now is the moment that we get to dictate what's happening and shift it. So the moon actually shifted into Taurus early this morning. Um, and the full moon isn't going to happen until tomorrow. But I don't even know if I wrote down the exact time in here. Hang on. Um, to give you the time so you know if you want to do your own ceremony. Hang on here. 3:28 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. That's Central Time. So that's when she actually is full, but she's already in Taurus. But that energy, the full moon energy, is building all day today. Um, and Taurus is all about enjoying this planet, enjoying the pleasures of life, like eating and drinking and music and all of our creature comforts. Um, Taurus is the first earth sign, so it's very grounded. So our emotions are usually more steady and common sense is strong and you can handle things better during this time. But that full moon energy always makes people a little crazy. So remember, the sign of Taurus is the bull. So if you notice yourself or other people becoming a little bullheaded, that's the moon. And, being stubborn, resisting change, which change is afoot. We're going to look at that. Um, Falling back on old habits, pay attention, and at least internally for yourself, choose differently. It's just like take a breath, step back. Um, you know, there's another term that folks use. Some people call it earth time, Taurus time. Things are going to move a little bit slower, which is good. Your physical body needs, all of our physical bodies need us to slow down. But Taurus time helps you connect to the beauty that's all around you. Taking time to really appreciate getting to be here, y'all. I know that sometimes life can get difficult and we focus on the difficulties, but we all signed up for this. We all signed up to be here right now. And it was one of those concert tickets that not very many people get. So it's like if we don't take the time to enjoy that, what's the point? So this is a full moon. So we're going to be releasing things and making adjustments in the areas of money, anything physical, money, possessions, security, um, all of those five senses, like immersions in nature, persistence, and just being. So you want to look at your life, and we're going to go through this, but you want to look at um, where are you, sticking to your guns and doing what needs to be done, and where are things that you need to let go of. Are you getting your security from the material world or from a more stable spiritual bedrock? So you need to take some time during this full moon, sit in the silence, be still. And I cannot tell you, I think there may be some of my campers on the call. Um, it was such an extraordinary time when the rest of the world was going nuts over what was going on the political scene. And I mean, the world, it wasn't just the United States, everyone was affected. Um, there was not hardly a mention of it at the campout. And we were so connected to her, and she was so connected to us. There was nothing but bliss. And that is the life we were all meant to live. And we've let ourselves get scattered. And so Taurus time is a time where we can let go of the screens, let go of all of those outside influences, and let ourselves be fed and nourished by the planet. Um, Hang on here. What we got? Yeah, it is. It was so refreshing, wasn't it, Casey? Um, so here's the other piece of this is what is causing this to be the biggest full moon in the 2020s. um, just like at the new moon, all of the gods of change, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, they're all dancing together still with this moon. Um, they're all tightly, well, the moon is conjunct Uranus, it's sextile with Neptune, and it's trine with Pluto. We're going to go over what that means too. So it's like it's in a little cradle. And then Ceres is conjunct with Pluto as well. So that she's an astral goddess. And so she's going to help support some things as well. Um, it is a mini grand trine of those gods of change. So they're still playing. And, a lot of time, anytime we say Pluto, a lot of people just freak out because it means you got to look at your lessons, right? It means that it's here to all of those uh, breakdowns to break through are for our good. It's like if we've been frustrated with the way things are, this is our opportunity to shift it. And so you can look at your life situation, and rather than, freaking out and thinking, oh my goodness, this is going to be a disaster, dream big dreams. What are the dreams you've let go of? What are the things that um, you've wished for your whole life, personally and collectively, especially collectively right now? We have a chance at peace on earth. We have a chance to shift the trajectory of where we're going and where everyone else is going. And there are a lot of people on the planet that are already doing that. Do not let the media convince you that's not happening. It is. So you can, I mean, Taurus is just going to support this, but you can really work with those gods of change because Taurus is earth. So this is physical change. It's not just spiritual change, not that that isn't important, but tangible, feet on the ground, physical change that can happen. So things like how much money do you want to make in 2025? Um, how do you want your work to look? Where do you want to live? All of those things are things that you can adjust right now. Hang on here. Now, it's going to require some elbow grease on your part. So let's look at this. Uranus, remember, Uranus is that wild card and is all about helping you find your authenticity. He brings surprises, so tell him you want some good ones. It's like if he's going to surprise you, tell him you want a good surprise. Coach him a little bit, but he's going to, a lot more intuitive hits are going to be coming in. He will help you express your authentic self and begin to use your own superpowers, your own special gifts and talents, rather than just feeling like you're stuck in a rut. All of this is here to unstick us, okay? Neptune will help you deepen and embody your awakenings, all of the things that are happening. There'll be some dramatic shifts, and they're already working on a lot of folks, even in here. This is where the inspiration comes from. This is that divine love, that big Piscean love that can just come in and overwhelm you and help you live in that state of flow and work more skillfully with your dreams, be very loving and compassionate, and help those dreams be tempered with that love and compassion. And then Pluto is going to help you get the junk out of the way. Any place where you're resisting, any place where there's still trauma that, no matter how many times you've let go, there's still some there. He's going to help you find it because that is what is in your way from receiving all the things you want to receive. So even though change is a bit scary, all of these energies are here to support the best change. And the truth is, and I've been teaching this for weeks now, I cannot impress on you enough how important it is that you pay attention to what you're holding emotionally, mentally, spiritually, what your mindset is, what your fears are. Let those things go. Get them out. Release them. Give them to the earth. Give them to the goddess. Because they're just informing the substance that thinks, which is all around you. I've been listening to Joe Dispenza, and he talks about how most of us, because we're so physically focused, and Taurus is going to encourage that, but because of the way we've been living, we just keep on living the way we've been living. We are allowing our past to inform our future. And if you're going to do that, then you're just going to get more of the same. And so we've been so frustrated with things aren't changing, things aren't shifting. We're not letting them because we keep saying that. We keep focusing on that. So it's time for us to begin to really actively, I mean, you just, and it is the work. It's it's definitely not a walk in the park to begin to pay attention to your thoughts and pay attention to your emotions and force yourself to not go there. And your ego and your body will resist. And meditation is a good choice to help you get out of that for a bit. Um, and Joe does some really good ones. There's lots of other people that offer those kinds of things. So avail yourself of that. So I was mentioning the asteroid goddess Ceres. She's loosely conjoined with Pluto, and she shares the same. So there's going to be lots of emphasis on clearing your stuff, especially around wealth. So she rules abundance. So if you haven't done Made for Miracles, if you have access to it, any tool like that helps you dig in and find your stuff and pull it out and forgive it, that's the tools that you need. Um, so the conjunction between those two is simple. By doing shadow work that clears your blockage or blocked energy, more abundance of all kinds can come in. Okay, now the moon is also sitting on top of Uranus. Remember, Uranus has its own meaning. Um, it's it will also, even though it can support you, it's also going to show you those old traumas because now we can heal them once and for all. So, to the degree that you heal old emotional pain, this conjunction can help you break through to more exciting and ecstatic emotions than you've ever felt before. So it's going to give new meaning for those of you that are in Source Light School. It's going to give new meaning to connecting to your soul. Because especially if you can let all of that outside programming go and let your heart stay in that state of empty, it can actually move into bliss that you have never experienced. Uranus can also stir up paradigm shifts. So, home, family, fundamental security. Don't be afraid to try something new. I mean, now is the moment when that is supported. So, and you may get shoved. You may get pushed into that. Remember, he's the planet of surprises. So tell him you want good surprises and you want gentle and easy transition. Pallas Athena is also hanging out, and she's the strategist. So she wants you to work smarter, not harder. And win-win negotiations are her forte. So mediation, diplomacy, make peace. That is like the watch phrase right now. Um, Peace in your life, peace in your relationships, peace on the planet. It's like that's what we want to hold right now. And oh, please, no more fear. Just people who are fearful can be controlled. That is why there is so much fear mongering and programming out there like that. Don't get duped. Um, Go outdoors, throw your phone in the drawer, and just that's what we did. We didn't have our phones during the camp out. So those are that's the big picture right there. Change is afoot. Make it good change, and you get to determine if that change is the change that you want. So just know that change is going to happen, and it can happen by default, or it can happen because you choose it. So choose wisely. And if you've ever, it's like now is the moment to do ritual, to do ceremony. That's why I do this a day early. So you have time to get the information and then do your own thing. Um, so, questions you may want to ask yourself, and I'm going to give you a little time to journal with them. What am I ready to heal once and for all? Do I need to improve my relationship with money? What are my money goals? What do I want to create in 2025? Because now is the time to plan that. And what do I need to release to do all that? So give yourself a minute to journal with those questions, and then we'll go to the card pull. All right, I'm going to move us into the card pull. If you're anything like me, I could keep on writing, but I want you to see the influence that's here. So I thought this was so perfect for the Taurus moon. Groundedness. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get disconnected from the earth Because of the magnetic nature of our environment and our bodies, this can be detrimental to all areas of our life: health, wealth, and relationships. The electrical charge that we get from literal contact with the ground itself is scientifically proven to lower stress, decrease inflammation, and improve overall health, not to mention the boost that we receive mentally and emotionally. So be thinking about where you need to be more grounded and when you can avail yourself of that on a regular basis. So 5 to 10 to 15 minutes a day at dawn and at dusk is the absolute best. If you can't do that, then be in a place where you can look out the window so that you can connect with her. And let her begin to source you. Let her begin to have conversations. Ask yourself what you're feeling in those little exchanges. And if those feelings are valid, are there things that need to be addressed? And let her begin to help you. She's your mom. She knows you better than anyone. So let her help. Um, Water. And this is also absolutely perfect for Taurus: magnetism. We're electromagnetic beings. We literally draw things to us all the time with our electromagnetism. Want to know something else that's magnetic? Water. If you ever are feeling a little low on magnetism, get in the tub. Water can actually increase our electromagnetic current. Not only that, its cleansing properties clear the energetic blocks, and the magnetic properties of water increase our magnetism. So, where do you need more magnetism? Ask water to help clear what's blocking you to magnetizing your dreams. And I haven't been letting you write with the journal with those. So I'm going to let you journal with earth, and then we'll journal with water. Oops. Okay. Air is higher thought. The air realm actually influences and informs all the other elements. Internally, we do that with our thoughts. Our thoughts actually dictate all of our outcomes. The more we dwell in the realm of high vibrational thought, the better our outcomes and the more quickly we are able to manifest. Dwelling here can be as simple as intending to do so and then monitoring your thoughts. When you find yourself dipping into the realm of negative thoughts about yourself and others, you can quickly turn yourself around by deliberately moving your thoughts to things that bring you joy and spark gratitude in your life. These are the two highest vibrational emotions that can bring you back to the higher realms very quickly. Another way to ensure that you keep your thoughts high are affirmations. Have high vibrational affirmations posted around you and make a point of reading those affirmations every day. Um, they go far to instill a high level of thought frequency in your field. So, where do you need to reach for higher thought? Have you been imbibing and stinking thinking? And how can you shift that? A little trick that I've noticed that I try not to play on myself anymore is when I come across a change I want to make in my life. And I'll hear this from clients all the time. Yeah, I need to do that. I need to get on that. Every time we say that phrase, I need to, it puts whatever is after the I need to farther away from you. Because what you're saying to the universe, to that etheric substance that thinks, is, yeah, I need to. So you're always going to stay in a state of needing to get that done. Your to do list will get really long that way. I've done that a lot to myself. So instead, say, yeah, I'm going to do that. It's just a couple of words that you shift, but you can feel the difference of that. The I need is like this big pile that you're putting on yourself. The I'm going to is definitive and it'll take you there. And the universe will support that. And then here we are determining um, in the fire door. Yes, I love that, Carolyn. And she says, saying, yes, I am doing that. That's even better. Good one. Good call. So, determining this speaks to clarity and forward movement. It has the feeling of decisive action. And this is what most most folks, I'll just put it that way, have a difficult time with. We don't realize this. We've totally forgotten. You know, indigenous peoples, they would ask before they moved dirt, before they moved a blade of grass, they would ask permission. They would talk to the planet, to the plant. Um, we don't do that anymore. We just decide with our mind and we just go do. But here's the kicker: we live on a planet where all of our outcomes are determined by our actions. And collectively, humans have been making a lot of detrimental actions of late. And all of that is beginning to accumulate to the point that, you know, the oceans are toxic, the air is toxic, our forests are diminishing or have been. So we can shift that, but it's going to take all of us beginning to be more conscious about our actions. This is a superpower, and we've just forgotten that we had it. The power to determine the next right step to take and then take it is necessary for the universe to know we mean business. So, going back to the air door, when we said, um, I am doing that, or I'm going to do that, it's like, if that's the case, then the universe needs to see Oh, she really is. She really is going to clean up her eating. She really is. And when that happens, then there's a big, the wind beneath your wings. Then there's a big push, a rush of energy to assist you, to support you. Um, so we have to use the skill of determining and begin to actively choose our outcomes by the choices of the behaviors that we're making. The choices that we pick, that's what always determines our outcome. And we've forgotten that and have just gone willy-nilly all over the planet, and it's coming back to bite us. So we need to shift. So personally, where do you need to use the skill of determining? And then in the spirit door, I pulled crystalline consciousness. So beyond our electromagnetic field and the electromagnetic field of the planet is another realm. And some folks call it crystalline consciousness. Some folks call it Indra's net, but it is the connection to all that is. It is the connection that's out there. So it's like it holds the consciousness of everything. And it's like a superpowered computer that stores, utilizes, and processes that information at a much faster pace than we're used to in our own little electromagnetic field. So nowadays, folks can access this realm and shift into that broader perspective. So connecting with Indra's net, connecting, and a shortcut to all of that, especially for those of you that are in Source Light School, is connecting to your soul, which is right in the center of your heart. So it has a bead, it has a direct line to that second dimensional realm out there that is the Indra's net or crystalline consciousness. So if you need a shift, drop into your soul, into your own wisdom, and ask to connect with that broader band of wisdom that is crystalline consciousness and Indra's net. And let yourself expand a little bit. And I pulled a money card today because Taurus, right? This is the place where we work on this. So I pulled relationship with money. Um, I know I may catch some flack for this, but I believe this relationship is one of the most pivotal ones we have. Why? Because it touches all the others, at least in our day and age. It does. It influences all of them. And it's the one thing you need to improve if you want your bottom line to grow, is your relationship to it. Um, when your bottom line grows, everything else does. And everything else, when everything else grows, your bottom line does. So when you elevate your emotions, when you elevate your thoughts, your money goes up. Um, I realize that it may sound like I'm telling everyone to chase money, but I'm not. I just know from experience that you can't hide from it. It's always going to come back and find you. You can gloss over it. You can say you don't need it and it's not important and it's the root of all evil and all the rest. But if you look deeply, deeply inside of you, you will get to the root of it, all the shame, all the self doubt, the blame, the not good enough feelings. They're all connected to your relationship with money. And when you're willing to look, to come clean, to be honest, to tell the deep truth, you'll break your money barriers. You'll fall in love with the divine and you'll fall in love with yourself, and all will be right with the world because you will know the truth that you are deeply loved and cherished by the divine, and you do deserve all the health, wealth, and abundance the world has to offer. Just because you're you, just because you're a soul that agreed to drop into a physical body. That's a big deal on the other side. So, where it's like, if you can come clean with this one, you can come clean with anything. And anything that is stuck is going to affect this. So, where do you need to improve your relationship with money? So, be I hope as you have gone through there, you've set some intentions because we're going to dance here in a minute and activate all of them. And in fact, I'll just give you a moment or two. If you want to set intentions now, you have another 24 hours or so before the moon is ripe and full. But remember, this is all about releasing what doesn't serve, releasing the old so you can move forward into the new. So, just for all of you that have taken Light Infusion 101, Light Infusion 201 is coming in December. So, this is where you learn how to offer it to other people. If you have a healing practice, or if you just want to learn how to, if you want to start a healing practice with this is your spot. So, I just wanted to put this out there. So, those of you that have done Light Infusion 101 will come around again. But if you have already done that and you're ready to start using it on others, that's going to happen the first 2 weekends of December. So, and there's information about it in the emails and stuff. Okay, we are going to dance and activate everything that we've done. So let's get up and move a little bit. This was a lot. Here we go. All right, everyone. I give such great thanks. You're welcome, Marlene, to the elemental forces for holding space for us today. I give thanks for all these beautiful souls that show up and are doing their sacred work. And I close this circle in the light. All right, everyone, be safe out there. And I will see you all next time, if not before.